Okay, so to do this topic exploration assignment, we're going to start at Mustang Cruiser. We want to click into the library. After you click the library link, somehow you're going to have to load the unsafe script that comes up in Chrome. It's up here. In Explorer, it might be down here at the bottom, but something will pop up and you tell it yes. And then you can go into the library website, which houses, all of their electronic resources, which are considerable. So make sure when you enter the library that you have these links on the left. If you don't, you need to try a different browser or contact Distance Learning for technical assistance because you're going to need these databases. So let's start with CQ Researcher. This database it began as a service that provided information for Congress on, issues that they were considering for passing laws on or taking action on. And I don't know if they still do that, but they are now a very trustworthy resource for college students everywhere to find out information about hot topics or commonly debated issues that will probably never go away. People are always going to argue about the death penalty or gun control. Common ones, immigration, obesity. These are all topics that you might want to write your paper on. So you can browse around, and the overviews here have some nice. You can click on the pro and con to get some different viewpoints on them. You might be able to look, introduction, background, all of this could be really useful. You can also search in here with anything you're interested in. Sometimes you can hit enter and sometimes you have to hit the magnifying glass. So you can get all kinds of information in CQ Researcher. A similar database opposing viewpoints. And again, this is meant to provide overviews of big issues that are commonly debated. And you might look at some of these and wonder, how can breast cancer be a debatable issue? And sometimes you'll have to read about that and, figure out a way to make it debatable. Breast cancer, for instance, maybe you might want to write something about, does breast cancer get too much attention? There are other serious diseases that kill people, and we don't have little blue ribbons for prostate cancer or green ribbons for pancreatic cancer. It's great that breast cancer is getting all this attention, but maybe is it fair might be a question you might ask. Or, you might think of something that made the news last year when Angelina Jolie had that prophylactic mastectomy. She had her breasts surgically removed because her mother died of breast cancer and she discovered that she had the gene for breast cancer. So you might want to make an argument about that. Maybe you think more people should know about that. Maybe you think more testing should be done. Every woman should be encouraged to get that test. Maybe you think that this is a terrible idea to remove a part of your body before you need to. So with issues like that, you need to find a way to make them debatable. And sometimes just going into the topic. If we look at domestic violence, you know, you could debate whether certain programs are the best way to help. You can debate, you could, you know, write a paper that argues police should do XYZ to help prevent domestic violence. You might want to take a cultural angle and write about whether hip hop or music videos or television or movies encourage domestic violence. You might want to talk about cyber stalking. So there, you know, there are many different ways. You can even take an international view and write something about honor killings. You know, again, you're not going to be, nobody's going to be in favor of honor killings, but should the U.S. do something to prevent honor killings in other countries? Or why do honor killings still happen in today's world in 2014? Those are all ways to approach these topics. And then when you write your post for this week, you're going to want to make sure you get some basic information down. You know, try and get some idea of how big the problem is, what is the problem, how many people are affected by the problem, you know, what's at stake regarding this problem, and then maybe if you can find that specific focus or some possibilities for the specific focus, that would be good. Because we're moving fast in this class, we are going to write our topic proposals next week. So I'm hoping that by having everybody, you know, answer a few questions about possible topics, we can get ideas from each other and you can all get the ball rolling. Again, we only have 8 weeks to do the whole paper, find all the sources. So we want to get started. Please send me an email if you have questions. I know I'm throwing a lot of work at you this week, but unfortunately, if we're going to get this course accomplished in 8 short weeks, we have to do a lot each week. Good luck. I look forward to reading about topics you're interested in.